guys, Coach Nick Gloff here with Team Camp Jansen. I'm here in Revive Gym, which is going to be my new home. So last video, and I hope you can hear me over the music, but last video for the 5 weeks out prep update, I mentioned shortly that there was some big things that were going to happen, some things that were in the works that I didn't want to mention just yet, but you were going to see on the videos coming in the future, and right now is the future. So I am now moved out of Western New York permanently, and I'm now down here in Florida. So I'm here. Revive Gym is now my new official home. So I'm going to be training here for the foreseeable future, and this is where everything's going to be happening. So to get into where we're at the 4 weeks out mark from the December 5th Diamond Championship, the planned show for me, really nothing has changed since last week. So the last 2 weeks have been pretty much the same. We're running some damage control, trying to figure out exactly what we got to do to make sure that I make it in on time. We haven't really changed anything as far as the training goes. Training is still in my hands to curate. So with the adjustments of moving into this gym instead of being in the other one that I was training in prior to in Western New York, changes really, for the most part, all the programming is the same. It's just I have some other implements that are available to me here that will stand in as better choices than what I had available to me over in the other gym that I was training in. So just as an example, I have leg presses here now that I could use that I didn't have at the other gym. So those will be something that will be in my leg days, because there's something that I would have had programmed in my leg days already. There's a Cybex hack and an Arsenal hack here that I'll be able to utilize. So those will be tools that I'll have in, because the hack that I was using in the other gym was actually hurting me. So, and there's a whole lot of fun stuff in this place. And I'm not gonna get too crazy with changing and variations of different exercises and things, because I know that right now I don't need to be doing that. I don't need to be throwing a whole bunch of different variables at myself. I need to stick to what I know that I need to do, hit my base volume, continue to progress on everything that I can progress on, and keep pushing where I can. So the focus primarily is not on moving bigger and bigger loads at the moment, even though that is always part of the progressive model. My main purpose right now is to sit within a little bit higher rep ranges than normal on most things, in less controlled environments, especially pushing up a little bit into higher rep targets. So things that are going to be a little bit more injurious, I'm going to be pushing for staying in higher total rep targets and trying to progress on reps, and then doing some micro loading in those ranges and trying to keep myself up past the 10 rep range on most things. Other than that, everything is staying pretty much the same. Base volume is being used on almost everything. So training really hasn't changed much at all. Training sessions have actually been really, really great. So I can owe that to the environment here. The environment here is fantastic. I've been welcomed into the family with open arms by everybody. So it's been really fantastic. I'm loving it here. So really, I couldn't ask for a better spot to be in. So with where I am, my sessions have been 8 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 sessions since I've gotten here, which wasn't really the case before. So the environment counts for something. Just being in a good place, being in a little bit of a better headspace means something. So now to move on from the training aspect of things, diet, everything stayed exactly the same. Diet has stayed exactly the same from what it was. We're sitting at a base of like 1750 calories. So that's really just what it is. There's no carb cycling, there's no undulations, it's just all straight through. Cardio hasn't changed either, steps haven't changed either. So cardio is 60 minutes in the morning, fasted, and then 45 minutes before my last meal. Those are both steady state sessions. Something that has changed with the cardio, just because I have it available to me now, where before all of my cardio was being done on a recumbent bike. Now that I have actually step mills, stairs that I can use, I didn't have that before. So now I'm utilizing the steps as something to put in, as something to make the cardio harder, because at some point the bike is great, but it gets to a certain level where when you get really good at doing the bike, you end up having to push the resistance pretty high for you to get much out of it, or move really, really, really fast. And really, I can't keep up a super, super fast pace, like a sprint pace, for very long. And it's not really a cardio thing, it's more of a pump thing. So my legs end up getting really, really pumped, and then it ends up taking away from the cardio itself. So after a certain point, my fitness on the bike, it's not hitting the same spot. It's not as hard as it should be. So I'm moving between doing the stairs and the bike. So I'm doing the majority of my cardio on the stairs now, and then doing almost like splitting it up into 20 minutes on the stairs, 20 minutes on the bike, 20 minutes on the stairs in the morning. So I'm switching on and off. And then in my PM session, doing 25 on the stairs, and then doing another 20 on the bike. So I'm trying to split it off so that I'm getting a little bit more energy expenditure out of the cardio time that I'm already doing by bringing up the intensity and giving myself a little bit of a novel cardio stimulus, because I still need it. I need the intensity to be up. I need to be pushing pretty hard to get this to work. So that's where we're at. As far as everything else goes, it's just doing it. It's really where we're at. I don't really have any other thoughts to add to this. It's just 4 weeks out. It's where we're at. We're just moving forward. So thank you guys for following along every video thus far. So they're gonna keep coming. And now you have some nice, pretty scenery to look at it from. So, all right, see you next time.